What's up, everyone? This is Trainer Dell, and in this video for you, I have my tips to get started to playing any card game for $200. Yep, that's right, just $200. And in all honesty, you can just get any product you want to start playing for literally 50 bucks. Now, how do we get the 50 bucks and start off this way? Well, you gotta first find out what game you want to play. And is that Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, the big three? Are you one of them? Are you trying to jump into another game? So for me, I'd be like, if you're trying to get into one of the big three, for Magic, they have these challenger decks that are out. I know the modern ones are like more than 50 bucks, depending on where you get it. But the standard ones, if you just want to play standard, those ones are pretty good. I think they're around like 30 to 40 bucks. These Battle League decks in Pokemon are around like 30 also to 40 bucks, depending on where you get them. This one's a little older, but I think they just released like the Urshifu dual ones. Like you can get like Rapid Strike or Single Strike. Like this is just to start playing. And then for Yu-Gi-Oh, we got structure decks, and obviously you want to pick up three. At the price point, they're usually $10 to $12, maybe a little more if they have like chase cards in there, honestly. But when it comes to the big three, I think each product has a good line to just get started playing into the game. I love these battle decks because if you buy a starter deck, like they're so bad. Like the Pokemon ones, they have like 25 energies, and most competitive decks don't even play like half that in the amount of energies, So these get you what you need to start really playing. So, and then there's other card games, we'll just touch upon those. Like Digimon is popular again. Schwartz, one of my favorite games. There's even like Final Fantasy. Look, this 2-player deck was like 40 bucks. You can start playing. You can even play someone else. If anything's like $20 a deck, you can even play someone else. And then Flesh and Blood, I have this Blitz deck I never opened up, but right there, those are some card games you can get into. I don't have any like Dragon Ball Super or anything like that on me. I have cards, but I never like bought any like starter decks or anything like that. But yeah, there's such a variety of card games out there. So you gotta pick which one you want, and most of them have something that can get you started, and that's good. Like I said, when it comes to the big three, they have like starter decks or planeswalker decks or like some other stuff that will not be good to start off playing. But then there are products that are good to start off playing. So you got to do a little research, obviously. Those were my tips, obviously 3 structures, find something that gets you. When it comes to like these, if you can find these at retail, you want 2 of them. Because, they go for like 15 to 20 bucks. So 2 of them still at that $50 price range. And that gets you there. So yeah, that's how to just start getting stuff at 50 bucks. So at $100, what do we need? Well, you get all that stuff that we do at the $50, but then you need supplemental supplies. Right here, this playmat. You need a playmat, a deck box, and sleeves. So, we got some katana sleeves right there. I actually, dragon shields. I actually really like the Ultra Pro. For my white decks, I've been really liking katana sleeves, obviously. And like the Ultra Pro like gloss mats. Like there's like 2, the Eclipse ones, Eclipse gloss. I don't know why I like these. They just, for me, they shuffle like weird. I can't say weird, like they're not as smooth and buttery as other ones, but like it's like that middle ground. I'm like, ooh, I feel all right with them. But obviously people like the dragon shields. They're so, they're thicker with it. And then just katanas feel like butter. If you would ask me what I like the most, I would go katanas and then Ultra Pro, then Dragon Shield. Like there's other ones. I think Game Genix doing some good stuff out there right now. But that's just me and my bias at it. And then a deck box, you can get anything that ranges from like, the $2 deck box. It used to be like $1, but $2 that just, if it's what you need. There's a Utopia deck. You could get one of these. Like I said, it's a Boulder. There's different ones in varying prices, usually under $20. There's like the double deck boxes if you want to like carry 2 decks or carry like your sideboard in one side and whatnot. They range in varying prices. Obviously, you can go more high-end, like, get like, this is like more like $20. So if you go like 20, and then like $10 sleeves, that's again $50. Or you can get cheaper sleeves. You can get cheaper. Well, I wouldn't say go. I would say the most important thing you should get are your sleeves, because you can get away with, like, even in Commander, these deck boxes, I think they're fine. I think they work, and these are only like $5. A playmat, you can get it's usually the art you're paying for, the premium, or the design, the style. Like, there are $100 playmats out there that have beautiful designs, stitched, or what are they? They can fold and whatnot. The spell grounds, oh my goodness, those are crazy. But just even like a $7 playmat, just a rubber playmat, will get you there. You can keep that for like forever. But I would say sleeves are some of the most important ones to put your money to. So I wouldn't buy like I said, let me just put these back out. The Ultra Pro. I wouldn't buy like $2 sleeves or something like that. Some like cheaper brand. There are some okay ones, but when you shuffle and everything, you protect the cards, they last longer. You don't want to keep buying sleeves. And I think when you go with Dragon Shield, they just last the longest. If you go with Katana, they feel so good. And if you go with Ultra Pro, they're like the great middle ground of like, they get the job done. Ultra Pro's been doing it a long time, and so have obviously Dragon Shield, and Ultimate Guard's new. Game Genic, like I said, is doing good things. And then lastly, be like, hey, what's that other extra 100 for? So what's the extra 100 for? Singles. Basically, you're gonna hit a wall at one point. You're gonna feel like, whoa, I have everything I need. And maybe I want to pull some packs. Maybe you want to buy a booster box. And if you can find them at 100 or whatever, I mean, if you save a little money, depending, you could get a booster box. I would not start off with a booster box. I think it's just more for fun. And I would still say get singles. But if you want to have the fun of cracking something, go right for it. Use that extra 100 to buy your booster box, buy some packs and whatnot. But I just think singles get you there a long way. I mean, you could even just buy a whole deck, but then you don't have the experience. You could build like the most meta deck and not know how to run it or not know the game rules. So a lot of this is just to get started. Like this Utopia deck. Let me just quickly go through it. You can probably build this for like just the main deck part for maybe like, I don't know, $20, $20, $30. And then the extra deck, maybe another extra like 30-ish, depending on what you want to run. So that in itself could be 50. Like, you can be like, oh, that's my budget. That's my $50 budget. But you still wouldn't know. Like, you could build a Timna Thrasios deck and not know how to run it, not know the combos, and you just drop so much money. So like I said, this again is just to get started. Same thing with Pokemon. Like, I still think these Battle League decks are amazing. They get you there. They kind of even show you what's in them usually. And you can just see. So now let's say you bought one of this at retail for like $30. You bought your sleeves for 10, your playmat for 10. If you found just a plain one, if you wanted one with art or whatever and you paid 20, that's fine. A deck box, you went with one of these bad boys for $2, or you want one of these for 20. Like, whatever you have left over, you now have the fun and the freedom to get whatever you want to get. But yeah, I guess that's just my video on starting off. Let me put this to the side. I still like just the dominance of the big three, so I'll just kind of put them here. And yeah, if you would ask me just if you were to get one structure deck, nah, I'd say, get the 3 structure decks. Whoa. And yeah, let's just get started off with them. Like I said, find the game you want to play. I personally, Now, personally, hot take here. I think White Shorts to me is the most fun game in card games that I've ever played. I've had a lot of memories, obviously, with Commander. I love Commander. Yu-Gi-Oh will always have my heart, just so much with Yu-Gi-Oh. And then I love Pokemon, but I like the game more than the card game. And obviously, this is more for collectors usually. Like, the card game is still pretty cool, but if I would rank it, I think it's the least when it comes to, like, as a card game, the fun. The funnest. No knock. I love you, Pokemon. I love you. So yeah, like I said, find out what you want to play. There's so much out there at a good price point. And yeah, why spend $500 on a PS5 and then $60, $70 on a game, each game, when boom, right here, $100 can just get you started and get you playing and get you in the community. So yeah, I mean, if you want a PS5, go ahead and get a PS5. No knock to the PS5 or the Switch or anything like that. But yeah, that's basically my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. If you guys want me to do any other reviews on products or whatnot, I'm thinking about making a little series this year of just like my tips, like, you know, my years of card gaming and just what I've seen and what I believe in. All right, thank you so much for watching. All right, peace.